Hi guys, Elodie here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be about this very easy look, very glowy look for every day. So if you wanna know more about the look, just keep watching till the end. Alright, so it's gonna be fast. We're gonna start with the eyebrows first, like always. If you've seen my previous videos, then you've seen this hair gel from BIOSILK, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of it, just a tiny bit. So now they're just nice. And now we're gonna move on to the face, and for today I'm gonna use this pure hydration gel from PIXI. So what I like to do on everyday makeup, on a go-to makeup, is using this oil from e.l.f. Even if I don't use full coverage foundation, I like using this one. It's the Nourishing facial oil. I've used it on my previous videos, if you've seen my previous videos. And I'm gonna put the link on the description below if you haven't seen those videos. I just need 2 drops of the oil. I can get like a healthy, glowing skin. That's why I want for every day. I don't want a very matte skin, but if you have oily skin, then you can skip this part. There we go. It's just so hydrated and just so glowy now. What I'm gonna do now is put on some primer. I'm gonna use this baby one from MAC. It's the Prep and Prime Natural Radiance, and this one is tiny. It's I got this from PIXI, so I guess this is the sample size, but I think the normal size is in the bottle. I like this because it's hydrating, and once again I like glowy and healthy skin and not matte skin. And before foundation, I'm gonna let my primer set on my face for a few minutes. But for now, I'm gonna take care of my eyebrows, and I'm using this brow pencil from BH Cosmetics. On the everyday look, I don't really shape my brow very sharp. I just fill them with this. Alright, so that's about the eyebrows, just very simple. I just did some filling and we're gonna come back on those later, but now we're gonna move on to foundation, and the foundation I'm gonna use today is the e.l.f. It's an old foundation, it's a foundation palette, and yeah, it's very ugly now and just messy, but as you can see, I love those 2 shades here. It's just so lightweight. It's like wearing foundation and moisturizer at the same time, but still with decent coverage, I'd say. I'm gonna mix the 2 shades here. And the brush I'm using is the brush from Real Techniques, Expert Face Brush. And as you can see, this foundation is way good. It's just melting with my skin. It looks a lot like skin, and I like that. I don't want full coverage for every day, so yeah. Oh, for my forehead, I'm just using this shade here, the darker one. So as I said, it's like you don't have foundation on your face, and when I have time, I do a little contouring by using the shade here, the darker shade here on the bottom, and I'm gonna use that with a medium sculpting brush from Real Techniques. It goes way too down. So I'm gonna clean it here. Go back with my foundation brush to make these 2 match. Then a little bit on my forehead too, since I like my forehead a little bit dark, and you blend by buffing So after that, we're gonna use some concealer. So you can just use the concealer before I did this contour, but I like it doing the contour first because then it saves me time. It's just in one palette instead of coming back to the palette again later. The concealer I'm using is the Tarte Shape Tape, and not a lot, just a little bit. So then the brush I'm using is the one from Real Techniques again. Most of the brushes I'm using today is from Real Techniques. This one is Deluxe Crease brush, but I think I used too much concealer. Normally you don't need to use a lot like this. And then I'm gonna take my Real Techniques sponge and just blend it. I'm gonna use the same concealer to define my eyebrows, so just a little bit, and also to get rid of the darkness here. But you can also skip this part if you don't want to spend more time. And now I'm just gonna take the crease brush from Real Techniques and buff everything again and just blend them really nicely. I'm gonna set my face with powder now because it's really important. You just put on some liquid on your face, and to make it last, then you need some powder, and I'm using the one from Maybelline, the Fit Me here. Press it on my skin, and we're gonna take off the excess product, don't worry about that. Blurring the face with powder is the key. And then I'm gonna use this brush from Real Techniques to just take off the excess product on my face. And after that, we're gonna use this powder from Maybelline again. It's the Fit Me in the shade 355. I'm gonna use it like on the part we contoured earlier. It was just a light contouring and very easy. Now we just set it with this powder. Now we're gonna use some blush from ColourPop here. This one is like cream brush. It's the Super Shock Cheek. I'm gonna use this brush from PIXI. It's the Farah brush. I really like this one because it's just very natural, and yet it has a little shimmer on it. Alright, we got some blush on the face, and I think I'm gonna come back to my eyes, and I think I'm gonna do a little simple eye look so that you have idea of what to do if you wanna do eyeshadow, but depends on you. And I'm gonna use this palette from BH Cosmetics. It's My RayeRaye. It's the first palette, it's the first collaboration between BH Cosmetics and It's My RayeRaye. They just come out with a second palette, but I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna take the shade here called Spice, just to set the concealer. Should have done this earlier, but it's okay. And after that, we're gonna do a very easy eyeshadow look, don't worry. I'm gonna take the shade Friday here. Just gonna put it on my eyelid and on my crease, and yeah. You can use bronzer too if you want, but today I'm gonna use this palette because it has some beautiful brown shades, and I feel like I don't use this palette very often, and I just think that I should because it's really beautiful. It got some brown, it got some colors, purple, orange, but I should really use it more often, I think. I'm gonna take the shade Allison here. It's dark, but we're just gonna take a little bit and Just gonna define the crease more. I I definitely used a lot than expected. Alright, we need some blending here. So I put too much product. I'm gonna come back and blend more with this previous brush. This is funny. Okay, so I guess the shade I use for my transition color was not Friday. Friday is this one. It was Control Freak. And the shade I used after that was called Midnight and Allison. But now I'm gonna use the shade Allison. Now I'm gonna take a little brush from e.l.f. and I'm gonna take the dark shade I used earlier, Midnight, here. Now I'm gonna use this highlighter here from PIXI. So I'm gonna take the satin brush we already used earlier. I'm gonna spray my face first with a Fix Plus. I'm gonna take this lip pencil from NYX. Just blending it by doing that. And then I'm taking this gloss, the butter gloss from NYX. It's in the shade Creme Brulee, and put it in the middle. Alright, now it's just mascara and we're good. I'm gonna use the mascara from Tarte, Light Lashes Camera. I think that's the name of this mascara. There we go, we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's the final look, and it's just a look you can wear at work or at school. It's a lot quicker if you skip some step, like I said. You don't have to contour your face, but I like just to do that. I don't do it when I don't have time, but I did it to show you anyway. Yeah, that's the final look. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and if you like the video, give me a like, and also don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any video. So I guess I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!